Ladies and gentlemen, New York City will be closing schools. And, schools should never have been open in the first place. You know, these are just a bunch of frustrated parents that are sick of being around their kids and pushing them out the front door. But you should have seen this coming a mile away. I sure did. I knew these schools would eventually have to close again. There is no way you would be able to keep them open as long as this thing is surging all throughout the country. Boy, what a waste of time that was. So, this came out on CNBC November 18th, 2020. So, New York City will close schools for in person learning to curb COVID outbreak, Mayor de Blasio says. Should have never opened the schools in the first place. New York City schools will move to remote learning only as the city tries to tamp down a growing number of coronavirus cases, Mayor Bill de Blasio announced Wednesday. So he sent out a tweet and he said New York City has reached the 3% test positivity 7-day average threshold. Unfortunately, this means public school buildings will be closed as of tomorrow, Thursday, November 19th. So they're doing this out of caution. We must fight the second wave of COVID-19. So he sent this out November 18th, 2020 at 2:19 p.m. on Twitter. The shuttering of the nation's largest school system has been anticipated for days after de Blasio told parents on Friday to have a plan in place in case the city decided to close schools for in person learning. NBC News New York reported remote learning will begin Thursday, the mayor said in breaking the news over Twitter. We're in the middle of something really tough right now, de Blasio said at a press conference Monday. We have put health and safety first. We will put health and safety first. The mayor said that the city would close classrooms if the citywide positivity rate or the percentage of COVID-19 tests that are positive hit an average of 3%. That was reached on Wednesday. We will have an update in the next couple of days on the plan to bring back the schools out. You got to be a fool to send your kids back out there. You really do. What additional standards will be needed, de Blasio said in a press conference shortly after announcing the closure Wednesday. We warned parents days ago that this moment might come, but we had to be 100% sure. We were accurate this morning, and we had to have a conversation with the state. On a call with reporters Friday afternoon, Governor Andrew Cuomo said the city has the authority to close schools if local officials think it's appropriate. Mayor de Blasio was forced to delay the start of in person learning twice earlier this fall after union leaders objected to the lack of health measures to protect teachers, students, and staff from coronavirus. The schools will shutter their classrooms, even as indoor dining at restaurants and city gyms, which experts say are at high risk for spreading virus, remain open at a reduced capacity. De Blasio said that the city would try to safely reopen schools as soon as possible if they were closed due to the outbreak. The problem is not coming from the schools, it's coming from the bars, the restaurants, the gyms, and living living room family spread. So that's where he said it's coming from. Cuomo said on a call that with reporters on Friday. So if in fact you do close school, I urge the mayor and all involved to open them as quickly as possible. Well, you can't always do that. Cuomo suggests de Blasio tried to allow some classrooms to reopen by implementing a school by school closing system. In other parts of the state, a school could return for in person learning after remaining closed for at least 4 days to allow for adequate cleaning, and then would be required to test students, faculty, and staff before they return, Cuomo said at a news briefing Wednesday. However, there is not enough testing capacity to allow that test out system in New York City, he said. This is totally backwards. Mark Levine, a New York City council member who chairs the health committee, said in a tweet posted after the announcement. So he wrote, breaking: New York City passes 3%, 7-day positivity, close schools as of tomorrow, while continuing to allow indoor dining to continue, leaving gyms open, and not even telling New Yorkers they should work from home if they can. This is totally backwards. So he tweeted this November 18th, 2020 at 2:20 p.m. So, look, the bottom line is these folks are afraid of losing money, even in the second wave. So, this is ultimately going to be the same way it was the first time. They're going to reopen everything way too soon, and you're going to get another wave of all of these infections. These folks haven't learned a thing from the first wave, y'all. And you can see they're functioning the exact same way as they did the first time everything closed down. That's how you know this is all going to fail. And again, don't hold your breath on this vaccine being the be all of the universe, because it won't be. It's going to be very underwhelming when it comes out. But y'all, please tell me what you think. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.